Oh, that's good. Yeah, because it sounds really good now. I mean, I can hear you clearly and everything seems fine.
Yeah, no, I think that was the issue because Skype had been running in the background and
Okay.
might have caused some sort of issues.
Possibly, yeah. It's always good just to restart it and then it
Yeah,
kind of works fine, yeah. Okay, great. So let's carry on and look at the last bit. You said multiple choice for May, June
yeah,
2014?
yeah. Let's see how far we get. We've still got about just over an hour.
Sure, yeah.
Let's see how far we can get tonight, and then we can cover the rest of it in the next lesson with maybe one of the other exams.
Yeah. Because you're
Because
writing on Friday, aren't you?
yeah.
That's
So
soon, yeah.
I think we've got Wednesday and Thursday, so we've
Yes.
still got two lectures.
Yeah.
So we should be okay.
Okay.
I think I'm getting a lot of stuff covered now, and I'm starting to understand like what goes where a lot better.
Yeah. Is it a morning or afternoon exam? What time are you writing on Friday?
I think it's 1:30, eh?
At 1 in the afternoon?
Yeah, 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So if we take a look at the cash, so section A.
Yeah, multiple
Okay.
choice.
So the expected cash flow of any project having a conventional pattern include all of the basic components except. So it would, yeah, the multiple choice.
Which one?
Yeah, two.
Option 2.
Yeah. Because if it's got a conventional pattern, there wouldn't be any cash outflows.
Definitely not. Good.
Okay, cool. Okay, project reduce expenses by 15,000 over the next 3 years. The project cost 20,000. The asset is depreciated by 33 in the first year, and the company tax rate, the cash flow in year one equals. I wasn't 100% sure about this one, Anthony, to be honest.
Okay, so what are they talking about? 3 years, right?
Well, you want to look at the operating cash flow. Yeah. Anthony, it's breaking up quite badly on my side.
Yeah, and even on my side, the audio is not great.
Okay. So then what is it? And you want to do the cash flow. So I mean, you divide. So to get your depreciation, I understand that. What would your outgoing cash flow would be? No, but you don't even take the project. You don't take the project cost into account, do you, for your cash flows?
Well, remember, if you're looking at the actual project's cash flows, it's
Yeah.
15,000 per year. So do you agree? There's 15 here, 15
Yeah.
here, 15 there.
Yeah. Yeah, but we don't take the initial cost because what it's asking for is the cash flow in the first year equals to
Yeah,
that.
first
So what
year's over
we
here. That's the
okay.
first year.
So we would yeah. So it would be 15,000 plus whatever the depreciation is.
Well, 15,000 less the depreciation, because the depreciation would create a tax
Yeah. Okay.
saving. So there would be a
Okay.
benefit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Less
but
the
remember,
depreciation. But
those
on the operating
costs
cash flow,
are
don't
before
you?
or after tax.
That's before tax.
Yeah, so you need to take off the tax as well.
Okay. And then bring the depreciation back.
Yes, the depreciation would be a
Oh,
benefit.
okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So it's basically 15K. You'd minus your. I think it's like 66666.
what do you mean 66666?
Well, because it says 33% in the first year, so the project will cost 20,000 rand. So
you
I
mean
would
the
imagine you
depreciation? Yeah, the
depreciate
depreciation we can
20,000
look at
rand.
separately. This is obviously the cash flow in terms of the expenses. And then you're going to have a benefit of how much? Depreciation. Well, depreciation is what? 20,000?
Your 15,000 minus your tax.
15,000 minus the tax, and then you still need to take the depreciation into consideration. So the 20,000 times 33 and a third.
Okay, but don't you take the depreciation off before the tax?
Well, either or, you'll still get to the same answer.
Okay.
Okay, because you're taking
Because
tax
you add
off,
the depreciation.
and then if you add the depreciation, you'll add a tax benefit.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. You get option 4.
Yeah.
If you take off the tax and then the depreciation. Well, add the depreciation.
Okay, so you just take off tax minus tax plus depreciation.
Yeah, let's try it the other way. If you do it,
because you'd pay less tax then, wouldn't you?
15,000
minus the
minus
666.
20,000 times 0.3 gives you 8,300. No, see, it won't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking at cash flow.
And
so
then won't you minus the
is
tax?
Separate.
So then why don't you? And then don't you minus the tax off that then, and then add the depreciation back?
Okay, well, let's see.
Because don't you depreciate before you take the tax?
Okay, so if I take off tax here, times 0.72 gives me 6,000. And then if I add the depreciation, which is 6, yeah, it probably would still work out.
6,666.
Plus bracket 6, what is it, 20,000 times 0.333 gives me 12,666. Yeah, but I get 12,648. So 12,648 is actually more accurate.
Okay.
If you do it the other way.
Okay. No, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, just on all the other things, when you do the EBIT thing, you always take off. But I suppose it does say expenses. It says expenses will reduce expenses by 15,000.
Yeah, it's not EBIT.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I suppose that reduce expenses is the key there. Okay. Cool. 100%. For the next one, I got option 1.
Correct.
For that one, I wasn't 100% sure. The company should invest FD. I wasn't. If PI is less than 1, no, it definitely wouldn't be if PI is less than 1. I'm not sure what PB is.
Payback period.
NPV is greater than payback period is greater than 1. I wouldn't say that either. I'd say NPV would have to be the one.
NPV greater than 0?
Yeah.
If NPV is greater than 0, it's positive. So that would be good.
Yeah, which means, yeah. Okay, so I got option 4. I just wasn't 100% sure what. So PB is payback.
Yeah, payback.
Okay. Okay, no, cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they got quite a lot of the ones in this one. They had a lot of about the PR stuff, which I didn't 100% know, but I think I'll be able to do it now. So PI equals, it was NPV minus INV over INV.
Plus INV.
Plus, is it plus INV? Isn't it minus? Is it plus INV?
Let's go back. I've got it up here, I think.
I think it was minus we did in the last one.
Was it plus or minus now? Let's check. Which note? Okay, wrong set of notes. The other one.
Yeah, it was on 2015. Yeah, I've got minus INV.
Let's see.
When we worked it out that last time.
Was it minus? No. Here's the formula, plus.
Is it plus? Okay.
Yeah, plus. Okay, so PI here is
1.25. So, I mean, we'd basically do this pretty much the same way that we did the last one.
Yeah, but here you're putting in the present value of the cash flows. So the present value of the cash flows would be the numerator. So 1.2 million. Yeah, so because the question gave you this, present value of the cash flows. Right, they're actually giving you the 1.5 at the top.
Yeah.
So then you're just solving for that.
Solving for I and V.
Yes, okay, option 2.
Okay, cool. So
This one was fine.
yeah, okay, so on that one, because the expected total, the investment is expected to total, so they give you the investment basically. So I mean, you just basically do the same thing as we did the last time, isn't it?
No, this one's different to the last one, because the last one gave you the I think they gave you the NPV and you had to work out
the
the
last
INV.
one. No, they didn't. They gave us that was 2.2. It was 2.2. Remember, and Eunice still stuffed it up. It was 2.2, and then it was 480 was the investment.
Okay, there they gave the investment 480.
So it's pretty much working it out exactly the same.
Yeah, but how did they word it? Did they give you this present value of the cash flows?
Of an invest. Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't give you present values of the cash flows. They gave you the probability index and then the initial investment is what they gave you. No. So it is different.
Yeah, it is different.
So okay, so at the top would that be so what the present value of the cash flows, would that be the 1.5?
Yes,
is at the top. So you would just basically work out what the initial investment is.
Yes.
Okay, 100%. So the total thing at the top would be 1.5 divided by I. So it would be 1.25 equals 1.5 divided by I and V, and you would solve for I and V.
Yes.
Okay, cool, 100%. Okay, I'm happy with that.
6.
Okay, 6. Yeah, I forgot. I completely froze. Well, I completely blanked out on exactly how to do the annualized stuff again.
Okay, your
I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if you did it. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, we did do it in.
So you make it your P. So you just make it
2017.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember exactly. Yeah, I just. Do you make it the PV of the longest one, the longest life one though?
Well,
so you make the PV.
So what is Project A's NPV?
Okay, so it's 4406, yeah?
That's the PV. The N is how much? 5. The I is 10. And then you solve for the payment.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was... Oh, okay. Okay, no. I've got this now. I just honestly couldn't remember. I just couldn't remember like what you needed to do. I just remembered something in the textbook about the long yeah. I mean, I knew that you had to bring it down to an annualized value. Never mind.
Yeah. So if you solve for A and B, which one's right?
Anthony, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm listening to your working. Which one? Get an option.
No, I didn't. No, well, I mean, I didn't get the option because I didn't actually work it out. But I mean, I understand what I've got to do now. I mean, I just didn't understand. You know, it's just basically doing the calculations for the two projects.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty happy with.
Do you have the question in front of you?
It's just I mean, I do.
Okay, can you work it out quickly? NPV. NPV for A. So obviously your PV for A would be the 400,606.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you see that when I was thinking about it yesterday, or when I tried to do it, you know, I just had a little bit of a brain freeze with it, and I just couldn't remember how to, you know, and then I just.
You got stuck, I guess. Yeah.
So it's 400,606 is your PV. And then your 5 is N. Your interest rate is 10%, eh? Both of them are 10%.
Yeah, both is 10. Just the N is different for the 1, and the P in the NPV or the PV is different as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. I get 645.
For which one? A or B?
I'll go for A.
For A? No, I think you put something in incorrectly.
No. Yeah, no, I did. 40606. That is your PV. 5 is N. 10 is I. Calculate for payment. I've got 105672.
That's right. That's correct. Yeah. So 2's correct. Option 2.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great. All right.
No, sorry, I've got 5678.
105678 is correct, but
okay, cool.
yeah, but I mean, as I said, like the UNISA amounts aren't exact, but if you work out B, B comes out to 143783.84,
okay,
and that's not one of the options.
Okay,
so you'd have to choose 2 being the closest.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 100%.